If you're in your 70s or older, there's a good chance you're missing out on travel perks airlines quietly keep to themselves. From unspoken discounts to unexpected VIP treatment at security, these hidden benefits are rarely mentioned, but they can make a big difference. Think of this as insider info from a friend who wants to make your journey smoother and more affordable. Today, I'm going to walk you through 10 little-known airline perks designed specifically for senior travelers. These aren't tricks, they're real advantages that can save you money, time, and a whole lot of stress. Stay with me, because tip number 10 is the kind of secret even frequent flyers don't know, and it might just blow your mind. Let's get into it. 1. Hidden senior discounts on airfare. Here's a secret that airlines won't shout about. Many of them offer exclusive discounts for senior travelers, but only if you know where to look. Take United Airlines, for example. When booking, you can select the 65+ passenger option, and if a senior fare is available, it'll be automatically applied. But with Delta and American Airlines, it's not that simple. They do offer senior discounts, typically between 5% to 15% off, but these rates aren't shown online. In fact, Delta's website even says that senior fares exist in some markets, but you'll need to call their reservation line to access them. Airlines won't remind you or apply these deals unless you ask. That's why savvy senior travelers always call ahead or use the senior filter when booking. Want proof it works? A retired couple once saved over $100 on a Delta flight just by calling and requesting the senior rate, a discount they'd have missed if they'd booked online. 2. Faster airport security for travelers, 75 and older. Did you know that once you turn 75, you can actually breeze through airport security a little easier? And most people don't even realize it? The TSA has quiet rules in place just for seniors. If you're 75 or older, you no longer need to remove your shoes or light jacket at standard security checkpoints. That means no more bending over to untie laces or peeling off that sweater just to get through a scanner. It's a comfort-focused policy designed to reduce the physical hassle. But here's what's wild. No one announces this, and unless a TSA agent mentions it, you might go right on doing things the hard way. In many cases, seniors over 75 are even routed through shorter lines or sent through a simpler metal detector instead of the full-body scanner. If no one brings it up, just politely let the TSA officer know your age and ask if you qualify for the expedited screening. It's your right, and it can save you both time and unnecessary discomfort. 3. Pre-boarding rights for seniors. Here's a simple but powerful perk many older travelers overlook. You have the right to pre-board the plane. No extra cost, no fancy status needed. Pre-boarding allows you to board before the main groups, so you can take your time walking down the jetway, find your seat calmly, and get settled without feeling rushed or crowded. U.S. airline regulations require this option for anyone with a disability or mobility need. And that includes many seniors who might move a bit slower than they used to. But there's a catch. You have to ask. Just walk up to the gate agent before boarding begins and say, "I'll need a little extra time to board." That's it. Most of the time, they'll hand you a pre-board pass or simply wave you on early, sometimes even before first class. 4. Free wheelchair and cart transportation. Long walks through busy airports can be exhausting, especially for older travelers. But here's a service many seniors don't realize they're entitled to. Free wheelchair assistance, available at every airport. Whether you walk just fine at home or use a cane, you can still request a wheelchair if you need help getting through the terminal. Simply call your airline ahead of time or ask at the check-in counter when you arrive. From that moment on, it's the airline's responsibility to get you to your gate, comfortably and on time. A trained staff member will push the wheelchair, help carry your bags, and even assist during layovers or bathroom breaks if needed. And this isn't just for those who use a wheelchair every day. Even if you're just tired, dealing with joint pain, or find long distances tough, you're fully entitled to this service. In larger airports, you can also request to ride in an electric cart, those small vehicles that zip through terminals. It's especially useful in big hubs where gates are far apart. 5. TSA Cares, assistance and medical notification cards. Airports can be stressful, especially if you have medical conditions or mobility challenges. But most seniors don't know there's a quiet support system built just for them, and it's called TSA Cares. This program lets you request special assistance up to 72 hours before your flight. When you do, the TSA can arrange for a passenger support specialist, a trained staff member who'll meet you at the checkpoint and help you through security. This is a game changer if you have a pacemaker, insulin pump, joint replacement, or even just anxiety about the screening process. There's also something called a TSA notification card, which you can print and carry. It discreetly alerts security officers to medical devices or health conditions without having to explain them out loud in front of everyone. It's respectful, simple, and completely underused. Sixth, extra carry-on. Allowance for medical devices. Worried about fitting all your essentials into a single carry-on bag? Here's a little-known rule that works in your favor. Medical devices don't count against your carry-on limit. By law, airlines must allow you to bring necessary medical equipment, such as a CPAP machine, portable oxygen, a nebulizer, or even a bag of prescription supplies, in addition to your regular carry-on and personal item. That means you can still bring your suitcase and purse and carry your CPAP or other medical bag on board without penalty. The U.S. Department of Transportation clearly states that standard baggage rules do not apply to medical or assistive devices. But airlines usually bury this information in the fine print. So many seniors either don't bring their equipment or end up checking it, thinking they have no choice. Don't fall into that trap. If it's medical, you're allowed to bring it. Just let the gate staff know if they question it, and you're good to go. 7. Exemptions to TSA liquid rules for medications and nutrition. We've all heard about the TSA's 311 liquid rule. Bottles must be 3.4 ounces or less, packed into a clear bag. But here's what many don't realize. This rule doesn't apply to medically necessary liquids. If you're a senior traveling with liquid medications, insulin, nutritional drinks, or even liquid food for a medical condition, you're allowed to bring larger quantities, as long as you declare them at security. For example, if you carry prescription skin cream, eye drops, or extra bottled water due to a medical need, these are all permitted beyond the usual limit. TSA officers may do an extra check, like swabbing the item or asking you to open it, but they won't make you throw it away. Just be sure to pack these items separately from your other carry-ons and let the officer know before screening starts. This simple step can make your journey much smoother and safer. 8. Free checked bags for mobility aids. If you travel with a mobility aid, like a cane, walker, wheelchair, or motorized scooter, here's something you should absolutely know. Airlines are required by law to transport these items for free. That means no baggage fees and no limits. Whether you're checking a folding walker alongside your suitcase or bringing a powered wheelchair that costs thousands of dollars, the airline must carry it at no charge, and it doesn't count against your checked luggage allowance. And there's more. Airlines must return your device to you promptly at arrival, often right at the plane door. And if they damage it, they are fully responsible for repairs or replacement, no matter the cost. This isn't a favor, it's federal law. Many seniors avoid bringing their own mobility equipment out of fear of extra fees or hassle, but you have every right to travel with what you need. On many larger planes, there's even a designated storage closet in the cabin for folding wheelchairs, so it doesn't have to go into cargo. 9. Special seating accommodations at no extra cost. If you have a health condition or disability that affects how you sit on a plane, you don't have to just deal with it. Airlines are required to accommodate your seating needs for free. For example, if you have limited mobility in your leg, a fused knee, or severe arthritis, you can request a bulkhead seat or an aisle seat with extra legroom to keep your leg extended. If that seat is available, the airline must assign it to you without charging an upgrade fee. Why? Because it's not considered a luxury, it's a medical accommodation. And if you're flying with a personal care assistant or companion who helps you eat, take medication, or communicate, the airline also must seat that person next to you. They may need to move you into a different row or rearrange other passengers, but they cannot charge extra for it. This is all protected under the Air Carrier Access Act, which guarantees seating accommodations for passengers with disabilities. 10. Compassionate and medical ticket. Emergencies happen, and when they do, many airlines quietly offer medical or compassionate waivers to help you change or cancel your flight without huge penalties. The catch? They won't advertise this. You have to ask. Let's say you fall seriously ill right before your trip. If you provide a doctor's note stating you're unfit to travel, some airlines will waive change or cancellation fees, even for non-refundable tickets. One traveler who got sick just days before flying was able to cancel her trip, fax in a physician's note, and the airline refunded her $200 cancellation fee as a travel credit. Airlines like Delta even have formal medical emergency fares and may waive change fees for the return portion of your trip if you need to get home urgently. United has offered compassionate refunds in cases of a family death or serious illness. Even budget-friendly JetBlue has made quiet exceptions when shown hospital records. The key is to contact customer service and explain your situation kindly and clearly. Ask if they offer any emergency or bereavement waivers, because many agents won't mention it unless you do.